Hello and welcome to Spiritual Hot Dog. My name's Andrew and this is a weekly reading for the sign of Aries for week beginning May 27th, 2019. I'm just going to give the cards a quick shuffle. And just to let you know, this week's reading will be a channeled message from Archangel Michael. Alright? So, let me just shuffle the cards. And it is a reading for the collective energy of Aries, so please keep that in mind. And it may not resonate with everybody. Alright? Ooh, beautiful. The Ace of Cups. The Seven of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. Alright, so without further ado, I'm actually going to allow Archangel Michael to blend with my energy and somewhat to use my voice to channel a message to you. Yeah? So, here goes. Just take a moment. Hello everybody. Hello Aries. My name is Archangel Michael. Now, for those that don't know, Archangel Michael is just a name given to me by a conscious collective as well as myself. However, I am not attached to that name. I am simply a higher loving energy. My frequency is of a high vibration. That's what I mean by higher. To simplify, I'm a loving consciousness bringing you messages of guidance, upliftment at this time. So, let's look at your cards, Aries. Now, let's go straight to the Ace of Cups. Yes, I'm blending with Andrew's body as well. So I get to work with his hands. But we're in harmony. We're in harmony. It's all love. So, the Ace of Cups. For starters, Aries, you are on a journey of love, but many of you don't even realize it. You kind of think, why am I here? Why am I here? What am I doing on this quote-unquote planet Earth? I say quote-unquote because, you know, it's a multi-dimensional space we all occupy. Okay? Earth is a construct. It does exist, but it's an energy, you know? I know this is probably very deep for many of you Aries, but actually, deep is where you are going now. You are starting to dive deep. As you see, this water, symbolic of love if you like, in this moment in time, it is falling into a deep ocean. Now this picture here is not really an ocean, it's more of a pond, more of a lake. But for you, it's an ocean of depth. Okay, it's an ocean of depth. And that's where you are heading. You're diving deep into your own conscious self. What does that mean, Archangel Michael? I hear many of you watching this reading ask. Some of you will know, but many of you will think, question mark. Question mark, question mark. Now that is actually the nature of your inquiry at this time. You are inquiring. Yeah? What does this mean? What does that mean? What is this? That is a beautiful place to be for you, Aries, is the point I am trying to make. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And over here we have the Seven of Cups, which is also depicting what will come out of some of these curiosities. Yeah, all of those question marks will manifest in different ways. Yeah, So these are your possible questions and answers, revealing themselves in some way. You will have answers to your questions, and you are finding some answers. But the point I'm really focused on is the question mark. It's such a beautiful place for many of you Aries to be. Yeah? Questioning on some level your existence. Okay, and I know the nature of this reading is very different to some of the readings you may have seen on the channel. But I'm choosing to go there today and have a bit of a difference for this week of the 27th of May. Yeah. Difference can be beautiful, right? But at times it can be slightly challenging, as you see over here. This being is being challenged with this heavy load. And at times, this week you will feel challenged with question marks. Okay? And one thing I'm going to ask you to do for this week, really focus. And you can take this into your future too, is to try to limit your questions. Write them down, journal a little bit. You can write them down on your phone, a little notepad, but journal and just write them down. Limit yourself. If you're having like 10 questions, limit that to only 3 and focus on those 3. There's no need to have all 10 question marks kind of, floating around in the ether in your head. That will just confuse you. Okay, so put limitations on yourself, and no, limitations can be a virtue. That's something Andrew used to do very often, put limits on himself in order to be able to focus and see it as a virtue. A bit like right now with this quote-unquote physical body. It's a lot denser than my energy, therefore you cannot walk through walls. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd probably agree. It's not a common occurrence for a quote-unquote human being. I say quote-unquote a lot because, the whole subtext, just like Andrew's philosophies, because he's very knowing. The subtext behind many words that have come into manifestation require change, hence quotes. We too use a lot of quotes these days when communicating to people, especially through Andrew. But anyway, quote unquote, it's not common for the human being, as I was saying, to walk through a wall in its density. No. For angels, yes. Why am I getting at that? Because that could be seen as a limitation, right? Having a physical body. Meaning that you cannot leave the room through a wall. You actually have to take the door. That could be seen as a limitation. But that's a perspective. You could actually embrace that limitation to say, you know what, that door is directing me. That hole in the wall that we call a doorway is directing me, and I'm going to walk through it. I'm not going to attempt the 10 questions, which is the symbolism for walking through a wall, if you like, or, which is too much. No, I'm just going to go through the door with my simple 3 question marks. Do you understand? Do you understand? There you go. There we go. I'm going to leave you with that simple message of love in regards to question marks and inquiry. All right, Aries? And if this resonates with you, which it will, with many of you, hit the like button. Yes, we angels have a sense of humor too. We're not, up in the clouds. We interact with this, or with the manifestations of quote-unquote Earth. So hit the like button and subscribe, okay? I'm going to give you back to Andrew, but it's been lovely reading for you. Thank you all, Aries, for listening. Peace and love. Okay, so that was a message from Archangel Michael, Aries, yeah? I'm not going to say anything more. I'm actually just going to also say peace and love. Bye-bye.